Turn off. There we go. Okay. Top 2 Capcom mutants. Yeah, no shit. Chocolate frosted donuts are better than glazed. You know what? I'd agree with that, Cujo. I'd agree with that. I like old bag lore because of white hair. God, you're making me out to be somebody, some kind of degenerate. Okay, let me just see. I'm curious. Where is it? Okay, and this. Okay, this is gonna be so cheesy, guys. Go to here. If I do this. Why isn't it look? Give me a sec. Why isn't it loading up? Yeah, we can just. Okay, let's change the. We gotta change my game over. This is gonna be so stupid. This is gonna be so stupid. Okay, what do we got here? Is it even in here? I'm curious. Is there a? I mean, I'll just. Resident Evil 4. It's not in here. It's gonna be. Oh wait, it is. It totally is. There's a heading for it. Okay, so we're just gonna slide my camera over so we can see little Ash. Was it? Oh, okay. I actually didn't remember. Okay, so I actually have no idea what this game's gonna be like at all. I think it's just a visual novel. But okay, wait, where's the I want to read the synopsis for you. RE4. That way we can all just absorb this together. Oh, is that it right there? Cool. 2004. It was the year when millions of players assumed the role of rookie cop turned secret agent Leon S. Kennedy as he traveled to rural Spain in pursuit of Ashley Graham, the president's missing daughter. A watershed moment in gaming, Resident Evil 4 was a reinvention of both its series and its genre. Not to mention, one hell of a party. More importantly, Leon had amazing hair. Oh, and he flipped over lasers and he flipped over lasers. For many, he entered the hallowed halls of video game heartthrobs in the same way he crashed through two-story windows, suddenly, and with swag. Here, you know what? Let's just pop this up on the screen. It's fun. The ultimate male specimen. But we all know Leon's story. But what about Ashley's? For the players of Resident Evil 4, she is at best an objective, at worst a liability. A human cog in a well-oiled gameplay machine. What if she was more than that? What if she was an interesting person? Thrust into a crazy world with crazier men who run the gamut from haughty to hellspawn. How would she narrate this nightmare? And who would she actually fall for? Wonder no more. This is her story. This is RE4. Otome. Okay. Well. Should be interesting. I'm curious if is there going to be music? I actually have no idea. I have no idea where. Okay. Hey there. Welcome to Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition. Before you dive in, we need to do a little housekeeping. First, the legal stuff. This game is a parody made solely for entertainment purposes. All copyright belong to their respective owners. If you haven't bought a copy of Resident Evil 4 yet, well, we don't believe you. But go ahead and do that. We'll wait. Okay, done? Cool. Next thing is to decide how you want to preload. What? This will load assets memory to create a smoother experience. Choose your method that suits your preference, and maybe move your cursor in my head. Maybe move your... Okay. Oh shit, I really didn't do anything here. Sure. What? It wouldn't let me click the other one. Okay. Alright, you'll only see the loading at the beginning. Oh, never mind. Beginning of a chapter. Good chance to take a break and rest your funny bone. Okay, let us just load some essentials. Have fun. Okay. Okay. Resident Evil 4 Otome edition. I have no idea how long this even is, so I don't know if this is just gonna be night or if this is gonna stretch on. We'll see. Bonus. Unlock pictures and click. Okay, solve the puzzle. Unlock pictures, click for hints. Okay, we'll go back, I guess. Maybe if you do absolutely everything, but I don't think we're gonna do absolutely everything. New game. This is gonna be so cheap. I'll never forget it.
Talk about near-death experience.
Ashley, get out of there!
It was the year everything changed. I became the president's daughter.
So, we kidnapped the president's daughter.
And soon after the start of a cult. What? Okay.
Then send her back.
It's a fan game, Cujo. Basically, it's RE4 told by her perspective. Many years have passed since that horrendous incident.
What is this?
And in all that time, I've never told anyone my side of the story. My name is Ashley Graham. And it's about time. It's gonna be so cheesy. It's a fan game about RE4 as told by Ashley's perspective. Chapter 1. Holding on to a hero. Oh my god. What's the loading screen? What is that? Well, we're loading a lot of stuff, it seems. I guess we're just gonna be here for a minute. Oh yeah, it's definitely a fan game. Episode 1. Reloving the nightmare. Look at this. Phew. Exams are done. Thank goodness. Can't believe I'm gonna make a C in government. I can just hear Daddy griping about it. If the headlines, Ashley, president's daughter, can barely pass college government courses. Administration's credibility in doubt. It's not that it was hard, it's just supremely dull. Political theory is already tedious, and it didn't help that Dr. Deborah is a total mandroid. Where are all the young, passionate teachers? That's what my generation needs. Dad is always pushing me to find a pet project. Well, I guess I have plenty of time to think of a pitch on the way back to DC. For now, better hurry and find my driver before Jenna finishes her exam. She's never more than a few minutes behind me. I'm starting to think it's intentional. I pulled up my phone to call my driver, only to find the battery had died while I was taking my exam. Darn, I really need to remember to charge this thing more often. And I need Daddy griping about that too. Well, at least John is the predictable sort. He'll probably be just outside of my residence hall. I started walking towards my sorority building and quickly spotted my driver's usual car. The person standing next to the car, however, was anything but expected. Excuse me, sir, but are you looking for me? Oh my. You're Ashley Graham. Yes, listen, if this is about my father's recent statement about slashing the veterans' budget, I don't. No, I'm your bodyguard. I've been sent by the president to escort you back home. Dad told me, Dad told me that I'd be getting a new bodyguard.
Caught you off guard, didn't I?
In the flesh. Caught you off guard, didn't I? Yeah, definitely. Although, did something change? Dad said I wouldn't meet my new bodyguard until I got back home. Don't fall for it. Okay, don't fall for it. But look at, he's so dreamy. Yes. Yes. What? Yes to the change of plans. We received intel suggesting you might be a target for a kidnapping. What? Wait, here in the hallowed halls of Harvard? We don't exactly... No, well, we don't know exactly, but they didn't want to take any chances. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. He's here to protect her, not to kidnap her. That's for sure. I don't know, Fishbone. Somebody who loves Resident Evil 4. What's with this dubious chuckle? Probably just another dude who thinks muscles are a good replacement for tact. Been there, done them. Well, Mr. Bodyguard, do you have a name to go by? It's... Klaus. His name is Klaus. Klaus, eh? Is that German or Austrian, maybe? You do remind me a little of Arnold Schwarzenegger with the muscles and the scowl. When I was in the military, a few did call me the Terminator. Yeah, I don't want to know the context. Hey, don't go anywhere. Huh? Can't say what pinned him as a dedicated recycler. Really doesn't pay to stereotype. He just went and threw this sign in the garbage. Anyway, you ready to go? Well, I was thinking of grabbing a few things from my dorm room. Well, we'll arrange for them to be brought to you. Don't know who we can trust out here. Yeah, the Jeep. I didn't notice that at all. Oh, come on. It'll only take a few minutes. Besides, my roommate... Hey, Ashley! Wait up! I looked to my right to see Jenna running towards us faster than one would think possible of 6-inch heels. Klaus, do you know what that sound is? No. It's the sound of... bitch, I'm in government and here to gloat. I can't be here for this. Act like we're in a hurry, Klaus. Some of us are, Ash. I waved dismissively to Jenna as I approached the passenger door. Sorry, Jenna, I'm in kind of a hurry. I'll write you on AIM. Klaus and I leapt inside the car. It's a little neater than John usually keeps it. It still smells like his cologne. I guess Klaus doesn't get his own ride. It's the small costs of the war on terror if you think about that you don't think about. Small costs of the war on terror that you don't think about, God. Finally. Oh, stop complaining and just go. Consider it done. Klaus started the car, which kept me from hearing what Jenna was trying to say as she ran up to the door. I hate that I have to indulge her just to keep her from gossiping about me to the press. She doesn't even want to talk to me. She just wants to compare bodyguards and raids. Well, Klaus, you're part of the Grammarly now. So you should just roll down the window and tell Jenna how important your mission is. Maybe then she'll go away. Ashley, is that your new bodyguard? Oh my god! Ah! He just flashbanged her. Oh my god, Klaus, did you just blow up Jenna? Did you just blow up Jenna? Just a flash grenade. Saw somebody popping in their head out of the bushes behind her. Yeah, it's called paparazzi. They practically live in bushes. Have you not worked with famous people before? Just a bunch of flies looking for shit. Where's the harm in swatting a few? Because those flies are people, Cloud, people who can file lawsuits. Oh. You can file lawsuits, and with Jenna roped in, oh my god. She'll be feeding quotes to the tabloids for weeks.
Just trying to have fun.
Relax, princess. Just trying to have fun. Besides, a couple weeks from now, I doubt anybody's really gonna care. Glad you're so optimistic. But just humor me by going for a more low-key fun from now on, okay? If anybody asks, we'll just fall back on the kidnapping threat you mentioned. Sounds like a plan. God. As Klaus drove away, I looked at Jenna as she stumbled around blindly, groping at the air. That should have concerned me more at the time. But pettiness is a hell of a drug. Episode 2. Take me on a joyride. Wouldn't have taken Klaus for the Samba type. Wonder if he's gay. Let's save since we're... Wonder if he's gay. Did I not just say it doesn't pay to stereotype? I'm getting worried that hypocrisy is hard-coded into the Graham fam gene pool. Still, I wish he'd say something. It's downright claustrophobic in here. Maybe it'd entertain a few questions. But seriously, what do I say? So much for fun, so much for... Oh, so how much fun are steroids? Ah, there's gotta be something. I turned the music knob down a little and Chloe's eyes darted towards me. Definitely should avoid the steroid question. Okay, ask about my driver, ask about that scar, ask about your love life, about those steroids. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. So, am I stupid or something? The only thing I can learn from that question is how much it hurts to get punched by a steroid arm. How much it hurts to get punched by a steroid arm. Oh lord, he knows I'm thinking about the steroids. Okay. Hey, about my driver, about that scar, about your love life. What do we want to do? I know. Wait, which one are we looking at, guys? Which one are we looking at, guys? The driver, the scar, or love life? Love life? We got Scar and Love Life. Because the original driver's gone. We're being driven around by Klaus. We'll ask about his love life. This will be interesting. So, you have any special someone back at home waiting for you? Death glare. It's cool if you're single too. Nothing wrong with that. I'm single. I just thought maybe someone had snatched you up. I mean, what girl can resist silence, scars, and muscles, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, her smile. I like men. Oh yeah. I'm glad to know that we have that in common. It's important to have shared interests. I mean, I so called that. I so called that. There you go. Krauser's canonically gay now. I so called that. Enough chit chat. We're taking a detour. A detour where? Klaus? Klaus swerved onto a dirt road off the highway. At the speed he was going, I felt like my intestines had become a trampoline for my stomach. The path eventually leveled as we came into a clearing, allowing me to complain properly. What's the big deal, Klaus? You're not Mad Max. They wanted you back ASAP. Just doing my job. Man, if he's this intense just doing his job, I feel sorry for his boyfriends. I have, cause it's Resident Evil 4, Fishbone. I feel sorry for his boyfriends. Oh, alright, here we are. Let's go. Klaus brought the car to a screeching halt and mentioned for me to get out. Fishbone, some people are really into visual novels, right? So maybe there's a lot of twists and turns in this, and people want to see, you know, people's reaction. Where is, here, exactly? It's a helipad. We're gonna fly. You okay with that? Not if you're gonna cop an attitude. Huh. This guy is something else. He's being all pissy with me, but it's not like I supported the bill for the veterans' budget cuts. Taking out your aggression on a sweet summer child just isn't right. Looking around, we seemed to be at a suspicious, empty, and remote helipad. I had a sinking feeling in my gut that something was amiss. Look at the helicopter! Look at the helicopter! Hey, Clow. Is this an official U.S. military helipad? I've been to a bunch, but this seems a little, underfunded.
A little too quick for you?
You catch on slow, as expected. I'm not in the mood for your snark, Klaus. You tell me what's going on now.
Oh, we're talking.
Now we're talking. You're being kidnapped, Ashley. The rest isn't for you to worry about. How could you do this to me? Do our mutual nicknames mean nothing to you? Yeah. It's fun while it lasted. Hey, is this about money? My dad can give you money. Sorry, girlie. What I want is access to Lord Sadler. Endure the payment. Lord who? Oh my god, what kind of political scandals am I getting wrapped up into this time? Almost let it slip. Enough talk. Time to fly, princess.
You're mine.
You got us! Oh no! Episode 3. I have a mouth, but I can't scream. I awoke disoriented. So it happens when you hit on a gay guy. They kidnap you and take you to a remote island. I awoke disoriented. Am I dreaming? I feel as heavy as I do when I eat a dozen Krispy Kremes. Not that I've ever done that. Yesterday. I remember now. That bastard Klaus knocked me out. Did he tie me up? Why do I feel cold? I just feel so tired. But I gotta push past it. Come on, Ashley, open your eyes. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my Christ. It's a Xenobite. It's a Xenobite. It's a... Hellraiser, anyone? Oh, our precious friend is awake. Rising. Wait, no. I think it's just a really ugly wizard. Not that he couldn't be both. I mean, what was Pinhead but a wizard of pain? But more to the point, oh god, I don't want to be tortured. Be at peace, Ashley. You are a guest of honor. A guest of honor? In what? North Korea? God. Hope you don't mind receiving gifts from an older gentleman. Ashley is a once-in-a-lifetime gift. After all, unmatched in the world. Freedom. Look at his name. Look at his name is Y. Why? Not your Hollywood version of freedom, no. True freedom from burden, responsibility, indecision, You will never have another worry in your mind. The blissful ignorance of youth will be everlasting. It was who before, now it's why? What is this guy talking about? He's blathering about freedom and I'm strapped to what feels like a dentist chair. The irony might kill me before he does. Wait a second. Is that Lord Saddle man that Klaus mentioned? Why does he look like he just came from a gothic Ren fair? And slightly more importantly, why does he look like he's lived 3 lifetimes? Doesn't that sound wonderful? Free from confusion and the filth of this world. Ew. Living in endless bliss. And not the very essence of heaven. Wow. That's like the exact argument my Sunday school teacher gave to encourage abstinence. It didn't work then, and it won't work now. Your resistance is unnatural. Few people embrace change so readily, but you will see the light soon enough. Great. A real Aunt Lydia type. This'll be easy to deal with. This'll be easy to reason with. Stay calm, Ashley. Your kidnapping survival course prepared you for this exact scenario. I need to apply its lessons wisely. First, knowledge is power. Second, courtesy is the password to safety. Third, if you look back, you'll be going that way. You'll soon be going that way. Wait, those might be from my fortune cookie sayings. But hey, point made. Which is what I need to ask. Which is that I need to ask some. I can't speak. Which is that I need to ask me some questions. So the New World Order. You a televangelist? Where am I? Okay. New World Order. You a televangelist? Where am I? What are we thinking here? I'm thinking either televangelist or World Order. Those are the two I'm looking at right now. Televangelist? I'm all for it. Sure, televangelist. Okay. You a televangelist? Are you Pat Robertson? What's that? You have to forgive an old man his hearing. Jeez, I can barely get a word out. It's like my early days on the debate team. And if I've learned anything from the debate team, it's not to dwell on a tough question. Next! Oh, just totally skipped over that question. Damn it. As tired as I feel, I'm clearly basting in sedatives, so a simple question is probably for the best. I just gotta push past the fatigue. Oh, where am I is gonna come out anyways. Where am I? Where are you? I suppose there's no harm in you knowing now. You are in Spain. Don't worry. You won't be here for long. You'll go as quickly and quietly as you came. Screw you. Oh. What? There's another person in the room. Yes, Barto, it seems the other precious guest would like your assistance in obtaining our power. Barto? What? Lord Saddler. God alive! It's like Diet Butterball. Yes, move into my periphery. Thanks. At least I won't be visually traumatized. Now, my minion. Remember to put the needle in very slowly. We wouldn't want to hurt our new friend, after all. Lordy! I felt a prick in the nape of my neck, followed by something shooting into my bloodstream, something squirmy. I would have felt more revolted had I the energy. Ah, perfect penetration, Barto. You're really living up to your name. Roastling. Yes, I will feed you after you finish sweeping up the room. Now go. Please stop. That's his name. I could feel my already tenuous consciousness beginning to fade again. I struggled to stay awake, but it was in vain. The only comfort was the departure of those hideous men. As the eternal darkness swallowed me, I uttered a single prayer to whoever could hear. Ashley's call was absorbed by the darkness. Father, I brought Sarah as you asked. Good. Place him in the dresser and lock it tightly. What? Oh, Father. So, geez. Never mind. That was, yeah, never mind. I see. The Lord punish him for what he stole from us, Father. She says daddy, not father. My mistake. The departure was entirely on the good doctor and his cooperation. Whether or not he chooses to atone, gain what is ours. Father Mendez, speak, my child. The American agent, he has been spotted outside the village. Then let us set our plan into motion. Has the president's daughter been secured? Yes, Father, she's in the church. Good. We must keep the agent from reaching her. You return to the village and instruct the others to deter him at all costs. But keep him alive, can. As a precaution, take this file and leave it in the village. Somewhere the American agent will likely find it. If you do not capture him first, it should guide him here. Then I will deal with him personally. Okay, I like how they actually give a reason to why some of the notes were set out. That way, you know, to lead Leon in the right direction. Yes, Father, under your eye. Consider your remaining time a gift, sir. Hopefully you will not squander this one. I'm surprised that this part was here when it's supposed to be told entirely by Ashley's perspective. Episode 4, you've entered an insane world. What is this? Satan's alarm clock? I covered my ears until the ringing stopped. The sound seemed like one of those old church bells ringing. Those old church bells they ring at European cathedrals. Apparently, that's only romantic from a distance. With the sound gone, I took inventory of my surroundings. Looks like a kind of dingy storage room. And considering the drumline competition now playing out in my skull, I assume that I'm in the storage room of a church. I got up and rustled the doorknob for formality's sake, but of course it was locked tight. I am really, really regretting taking construction as an elective instead of locksmithing. Seriously, when am I ever going to drive a bulldozer? Oh, God. I poked around the room for a bit, but it was barren. Nothing but barrels and sacks and hopelessness. So, kind of like a Motel 9, but even more urine smell. I slumped back down against one of the barrels and gave the full weight of my attention to my... So, I'm in Spain. And probably a poor part of Spain, if the drabby room is anything to go by. Klaus was a trap. An ugly old man saddled me with something against my will as part of the New World Order, and I'm famished. Are you there, God? It's me, Ashley. Could really use some help right now. Anything you got, just to deposit it right into my brain. Promise I'll pay you back. Oh my, a tracking device, yeah. It was in my scarf. God bless you, John, for hassling me about that every freaking day. I hurriedly over my hands over the fabric of my scarf. It's not there. Oh no. No. It's gone. God damn it. Probably shouldn't think that in a church. At least that's what I would say if this wasn't the house of the devil. But seriously, who knows where it dropped? Klaus could have found it while we were in the helicopter and thrown it out to sea. It's not fair. And with that, the realization, the dam broke. For several minutes, I cried openly and cursed my terrible fate. My throat became coarse, and my gulping sobs quickly took on the tone of a rustled gear. What? Blood? Oh god, what's going... I'm not gonna scream, I'm gonna leave that to the professionals. Zzz. Huh? I woke suddenly startled by some weird sounds coming from outside. Not quite as hard on my ears, but the jury's out on what they'll mean for my health. My gut reaction was that it was some of those cue balls coming to pray for, well, whatever it is they prayed for. Their master's love? Rogaine? I don't know. The movement is different, though. It's like something large creaking back and forth. Weird. Some kind of ritual, maybe? And by ritual, I obviously mean shunting. Sweet and merciless God, I'm imagining it now. Oh, it's just the worst. It was quiet for a minute, then I heard the dry screech of a mechanism rising. Steps drew nearer, closing in on my makeshift prison. Oh my god, they're coming for me. What did Saddle want with me again? To make me the orgy queen? I don't know, because I don't listen to ugly old men, but it was probably that. Oh my god. It was probably that. Well, if they think I'm gonna be fertilized without a fight, then they're gonna learn a hard lesson on being sorely mistaken. I spotted a plank of wood on the ground next to me. Seems appropriate for this unholy space. Let's see how well it fits in some eyeballs. The doorknob gave a creaky sigh as it began to turn. My heart raced. My eyes darted from the door to the plank. Now or never. Ashley? Don't come! Yeah. Well, someone gather some Dragon Balls and call me Yamcha, because I'm about to be dead. Yeah, forgot how sad that was, that throw. Oh my, especially the thoughts that were going through her mind. She thought she was just like, I was like, well, shit. Hey, take it easy. How dare he tell me to take it easy? After what happened with Klaus, Ashley Graham is nobody's fool. No, get away! I persisted as I ran back to the barrels. I wonder if he'd lose sight of me if I held a barrel between us at eye level just because it sounds stupid. Doesn't mean it won't work. Calm down. Everything's gonna be just fine. My name's Leon, and I'm under the President's order to rescue you. Wish that I would have told Dad I loved him more, and that my mom is having an affair. Wait. What?
My father?
Yeah, that. Are you gay too? My body surged with sheer relief. I'm saved! It's a Christmas miracle! My heartbeat began to slow a little, giving me a chance to examine my rescuer in full.
That's right. And I have to get you out of here. Now come with me.
Yes, her mom's having an affair, I guess. So just gonna say, this right here is somebody's wallpaper. I bet you this is on Wallpaper Engine. This is on Wallpaper Engine, guaranteed. That's right, and I have to get you out of here. Now, come with me. Inventory? We have an inventory? What? Just realized there was other things down there. What the hell is this? Jeez Louise. Badump? As my eyes feasted on the Adonis in front of me, my vision became inexplicably clouded by bubbles and sparkles. My brain also started playing a song I think I heard in a laxative commercial one time. God damn it. You know the kind that says, if you just push hard enough, all your dreams will come true and your business will thrive? The point is, I'm saved, baby, and by a super hot dude. Hooray! I had a million questions to ask him, but my tongue was dragging on the floor in the wake of his sexiness, so I just followed him instead. Oh my god, whoever wrote this actually did amazing. And actually, whoever wrote this, whoever did the dialogue in this game did so super well. Leon, the professional. As soon as I was up, Leon pulled out what looked like an old walkie-talkie. Wow, I haven't seen one of those in a while. I thought those lines were notoriously easy to jack. Oh, I know. He's using it because no one would suspect a US agent to use such outdated tech. Genius.
It's Leon. I've succeeded in extricating my subject.
I love a man with a big vocabulary. Swoon. He could extricate me anytime. Oh, wait. I guess he already is. Jeez.
Where's the extraction point? Got it. I'm on my way.
So good. I wanted to make conversation since I hadn't spoken to anyone who wasn't Gross or Klaus or for an indeterminate time. But he seemed busy. But he seemed busy. breaking barrels? What was that number? And why do the words Leon's barrel blast seem so prominent in my thoughts? Is this coping? Anyway, maybe he's making sure there's no cultist spies hiding in the barrels. I sure wouldn't want to be them right now. Every barrel decimated. Thought he might at least ask me about my general state of health, but instead he moved briskly towards the door. Oh my god, this is actually this is too good. This is actually a lot more fun than I expected. Is he the kudere type? I hope not. Those are always a bummer in a crisis, especially emotional ones. Whoa, the testosterone is palpable. But hey, any dude can open a door for a lady. Takes a real gentleman to open them in a way that reflects how badly she wants to exit said door. We ran down the snaking corridor and approached a ladder. Did someone carry me up this thing? That seems crazy, but par for the course, I guess. Oh, that is so true. Did somebody carry me up this ladder? Okay, what? Before I could even look over the edge, Leon jumped to the ground below, landing with a confident thud. Now here's a man who doesn't waste any time. Well, when in Spain, yeah. Ah! Well, when in Spain, she just jumps hook. Jeez, I know I get a little ditzy around cute guys, but that was unnecessarily impulsive. Kinda like I wasn't even in control of myself. In any case, I should probably get out of his arms so it doesn't seem like I'm enjoying it as much as I am. Oh man, how great would it be if there was just a platoon of equally hot Secret Service guys waiting outside this church ready to escort me out of this nightmare? My reverse harem story begins now. Before we could even reach the door, a familiar voice chimed in behind us.
I'll take the girl.
That voice! That's a huskiness of an old pervert if I ever heard one. Who are you? If you must know, my name is Osmond Sadler, the master of this fine religious community. Did he seriously just refer to himself as Awesome Saddle? He might as well wear a sign on his face that says proud to be celibate. Then he'd at least be doing the world 2 favors. What do you want? I knew that I would hate this guy's face in high definition. Like, I feel like I'm becoming an atheist retroactively just by looking at him. Demonstrate the whole world of our astounding power. Of course, no longer will the United States think they can police the world forever. So we kidnapped the president's daughter in order to give her our power, and then send her back. No. Suddenly and regrettably, I was awash in memories of the injection. So that's why they wanted me. In short, I'm the unwilling female ruler in men's dick measuring. Tales old as time. Well, in the spirit of saying the quiet part aloud, I guess I should add some context.
I think they shot something in my neck.
Leon, I think they shot something in my neck. Okay.
What did you do to her?
Oh, we just planted her a little gift. Oh, there's going to be one hell of a loving father. I thought I might bargain for quite a lot of money to keep this church up and running. Admittedly, I was fawning over the protective growl in Leon's voice and didn't really pay attention to that last part. Something about gifting some plants to my dad in exchange for donations? Joke's on you, pal. My dad hates charities and the environment. Faith in money will lead you nowhere, Sadler. That's right, Leon. You stick it to that. You stick it to that prosperity gospel. Oh, I believe I forgot to tell you that we gave you the same gift. I was unconscious. My God. But he looks fine from this angle. Wait, what? Same gift? Oh, Leon, no. We'll bond over this, I promise. It's like, jeez, special contributions, my puppets. You'll do as I say. I have total control. Revolutionary. Oh God, this whole evil dude recites evil plan thing is wicked boring. Someone really needs to awaken him from his world of cliches. Maybe Leon should do it. With a bullet.
Sounds more like an alien invasion if you ask me.
That was quiet. Verbal bullets are not bullets, Leon. Suddenly, we were blocked from the exit by more diet butterballs. Maybe Leon's on to something here. Not gonna lie, confident smirks for the what now, bitch. Confident smirks are the what now, bitch. Variety are undeniably sexy. Oh, dear God. Too bad it's on a face that has all the dating potential of a garbage bag. La la, Leon. You thinking what I'm thinking? Drop these fools in a dramatic Western shootout. Or we can run away. That's cool too, but and maybe even safe. Whoa, okay, that was too close. Freaking crossbow nerds. Is there any more insufferable enemy types? Leon pulled me to the end of the corridor, but all I could see was a glass window. Maybe he doesn't know what to do after... Ah! Before I could vocalize my surprise, we crashed through a window, and... quite easily, I might add. It's a weird, subtle display of wealth, importing sugar windows from Hollywood rather than supporting the local glass economy. For all his beef with America, Saddle must like our movies. Would certainly explain why he hired Klaus. It's all very dangerous and stupid, but what cool stuff isn't? I landed about as well as Dad's first TV debate, but to be fair, I wasn't really prepared for Die-Hard-esque shenanigans. A gentleman to the core. Leon jumped to my aid in a flash. You okay? Physically, still in one piece. Psychologically, crumbling. Still, I didn't want to lie to him, so I just evaded the question like I do in all my political interviews.
Leon, what's gonna happen to us?
I knew it was a pointless question, but I felt I was entitled to a little neediness. Besides, I just love that stuff, or so I read in Cosmo.
Don't worry. We got into this mess. We can get out of it.
I like how he says we, as if this weren't 100% my fault. But hey, if he's okay with cutting me all the slack, who am I to disagree? My heart swelled as Leon took hold of my arm, his grasp both tender and protective. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single woman in so much danger must be in want of a bodyguard. And boy, did I get one! God. This is hilarious. Whoever did the dialogue is bloody brilliant. Episode 6. I don't want to be buried in a cult cemetery. Do we have... I'm just curious. Okay, so far, Leon's broken 4 barrels. I have no idea what this is. I think this is just for comedic purposes, is my guess, but I have no idea. Once we were both up, I huddled close to Leon, looking around. It seemed like we had landed in some kind of external storage. There was a little in the room aside from bags and barrels, so I didn't imagine we'd look. But Leon had other plans. Is this some kind of hobby of his? Or maybe, like, Barrels killed his parents and now he's sworn to destroy all Barrel kind? 6. Leon nabbed the Spanish gold. Oh, I hadn't noticed it before while I was salivating over Leon, but there's, good stuff in these barrels. Ammo, gold, some kind of plant material, resources. Leon grabbed the goods and shoved them into his pockets. Guess that explains his obsessive interest in barrels. But he keeps that stuff in barrels in such sparse quantities. Is it some kind of rural geocaching? Looking for bullets and pocket change down at the local church? Spain is weird. You know what's also weird? That we're not being shot full of arrows. I looked back at the shattered window. The satellites had more than enough time to follow us. We're only a few feet down and would make for pathetically easy targets, and yet, nada. Does their cult Bible prohibit them from exploiting obvious advantages, or are they having a synergy meeting? Are they just sad about their broken splendos? I shrugged my questions aside, knowing there were probably no answers. If there were, they were probably not worth knowing. I looked back at Leon, who finally seemed satisfied that he had fully raided the church provisions. We hustled over to the door and made our way outside. We ran to the front of the church building, rain whipping ominously around us. We encountered what looked like an angry mob of villagers. Excuse me. They were just groaning at first as they ambled slowly towards the church. Then a few of them started to shout, "Un forastero!"
Ahí está!
Yeah, escape! Here's another regret for the pile. Zoning out in high school Spanish. Something about not letting the forest hero escape. I don't know. Foreign languages is hard. Yes, it is. Reason I only speak one. There's this woman who started working with me recently. Nice lady. Says she's from Asia. And I forgot how awful I am accents. Like, when she would say something, I would have to make her say it like 2 or 3 times, and if I didn't pick it up by that point, I would be like to the point where it's like I didn't want to make her say it again because I felt like, it made me feel like, okay, God, this is I'm being stupid at this point, and so it would get to the point where I'm like, yeah, like when I get to the 3rd time, I usually just you know, give one of those answers that apply to everything. Like, oh yeah, or that's crazy. You know what I mean? Just because I was like, I can't make her say it again. I feel bad. But I know she knows what I'm doing. She's not stupid. But I think she's at the same point. It's like, oh yeah, whatever, it's fine. I think she's just at the same point too. My mom, that's fine. Oh yeah, that's crazy. Like, some accents are fine with, but I don't think I've ever spoken with an Indonesian before. And her accent sounds pretty fresh. So it's just it was so hard. Like, oh wow. Nice lady though, very hard worker. We slowly inched our way down the path, presumably to see how they would react. I half hoped they might just be here to fight the man for raising taxes and stealing their chickens, but they came lunging towards us with death in their eyes, squashed that idea pretty fast. Leon coolly stood his ground, gun drawn. I had a thought that he could shoot the wagon in front of us and maybe that would, I don't know, distract them or something. Seemed like a long shot. Shoot him, shoot him! Leave it to Leon. Okay, shoot him, or leave it to Leon. I think we'll go with the shoot him. Shoot him! I'm gonna go with shoot him. Yeah. Well, here's hoping this isn't the dumbest idea I've ever had.
Leon, shoot those barrels on that wagon.
Leon, shoot this. Without a word, Leon took aim at the barrels. Admittedly, I don't know if he trusted my judgment or just wanted another opportunity to destroy barrels. To my great satisfaction, the barrels spontaneously combusted, causing the wagon to roll towards the villagers in some kind of blazing poverty chariot. Some kind of blazing poverty chariot. I don't really understand why a church of explosive barrels on hand. Maybe that was their wine. Is wine flammable? Live hard, drink harder, I guess? 10. Oh, I get it. That must have been the communion cart, filled with the blood of Christ, which erupts into the flames of perdition? I don't know. It feels like someone is confusing their testaments. Nonetheless, the Spanish flea song is in my head all of a sudden, and I feel genuinely bad about that. The villagers crushed and or combusted by their own flaming paddy wagon. We took the opportunity to run past. Between the oppressive darkness and the driving rain, I could barely see the path, but Leon seemed to know where he was going, so I just followed closely. A bolt of lightning tore across the sky, and I realized that I was looking at a graveyard. That's not ominous at all. Nuh-uh. One might say it's sacrilege to kill the faithful in such a hallowed place, but it's even greater sacrilege to think, well, at least you wouldn't have to drag their bodies far. God damn it. Yeah, no, this is really good. This is really good. I thought it was gonna be just stupid, but it's actually really funny. Having escaped the crazed villagers, we jogged leisurely down a narrow forest path until it abruptly ended at a ladder. In standard horror movie fashion, going forward meant going down. This is definitely worth a play, especially if you've just finished the original RE4. The ladder took us into a dark cavern, notably devoid of trigger warnings for claustrophobia, or worse, cave crickets. We moved briskly down a tight path and soon found ourselves in front of a rusty door. Leon began to push on the door with all the tenderness of a kitten. I'm not sure if I should be charmed by his newfound discretion or alarmed at his sudden caution. I think it's funny how they literally are going like almost step by step through the game and just saying how Ashley probably was, what Ashley was probably quietly thinking behind Leon. What in the blue blazes? I was immediately enraptured by the warmth circling the cavern. I felt safe. What was he even? If only I had a glass bottle, I could take some of this feeling with me and maybe melt the ice around Leon's demeanor. It was perhaps the most soothing nature of the flames that kept me from screaming when I saw the figure stationed between them. Whoa, was that man in black another secret agent, or just your run-of-the-mill small-town gun nut going through a man cave, going through a man cave phase? What? Why am I seeing bubbles and sparkles again? How hard up am I? What? Whoa, why is my eye moving this way? Is this the parasite giving me superpowers? I feel like I could sneak in a lot more gawking before it got awkward. Bandana, I dig the bandana, but don't sacrifice fashion just to obscure my identity. It also looks pretty warm, much unlike myself right now. What, the backpack, what a sack he has, hee. His hands are a little dirty, but that adds convincingly to the forest hobo aesthetic he's got going. Where'd he even get a coat like this? Suspicious person thrift shop? Yeah, that's the shopkeeper. Let's focus on something else. Is that a skirt? I'm not judging, I'm appreciating. Seems well stocked both in terms of munitions and mystery, but not attractive enough to be out of my league. I'm liking my odds. Assessment? That was we haven't had an assessment yet. Leon approached the man casually, so I assumed they were working together in some capacity? The more the merrier, I guess. He's not as clean looking as Leon, but he may be better armed. A girl in peril has to keep her options open.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Not the accent I was expecting, but in a good way. Australian, maybe? I'm all about the thunder from down under. Did I really just think that? Well, I questioned my moral credibility. Leon started browsing the man's inventory.
What are you buying? Thank you.
No, definitely not Australian.
Is that all, stranger? What are you selling?
The merchant quipped enthusiastically as Leon stoically perused his wares. Maybe it's part of Leon's safety protocols to avoid conversation where possible.
I'll buy it at a high price.
The merchant man seemed pretty excited about some of the jewels Leon showed him. Whoa, is that a bejeweled beer stein? Am I observing the black market in real time? I can't believe they're making Leon break barrels and pilfer valuables just to obtain supplies. Either my rescue is a low-budget affair, or our foreign policy is woefully inadequate.
Come back anytime.
As Leon finished shopping, I thought I should wave to the merchant man, but I didn't want to mistakenly initiate another romance just yet. I wonder what that was for. Testing the water for traps, maybe? Still, it seems a little rude just to vandalize the merchant's place of business. Whatever the reason, Leon kept past the flames like a man on a mission, but by which I mean he hurried over to a box tucked in a nook. As if by instinct, he drew his knife, because what is a box if not a barrel disguised as a rectangle? Crates really do hold odd of use. We ran through the remaining tunnel and climbed some stairs to another ladder leading forward. They're really going step by step through this game. As I ascended, I heard the telltale sound of wood being victimized. Once at the top, I huddled close to Leon again as he approached the door to the next room. Despite all of Leon's caution, the room was pretty barren, save for a bizarrely large typewriter on a table. Or maybe a regular-sized... I don't know. I wasn't born in the 50s. I don't know. I wasn't born in the 50s. Maybe someone's writing a novel. I guess I'd try to be a writer too if I got... writer too if it got me out of Blighttown. Better frame rate edition. God. Leon suddenly started typing away with the same dutiful air as a person filing their taxes. Perhaps he has Hemingway aspirations. Would explain the terseness. As it happens, he was simply typing a record of his time and location. He also mentioned professional mode and round 2, which I could only assume was spy lingo. Guess he's using the typewriter to let someone know his progress? I don't get why everything has to be so convoluted. Don't we have stealth jets? Wow, is Leon really going to ignore that crate? Think you know a guy? Episode 8, Painting the Town. We found ourselves once again assailed by rain and darkness. All of the sudden, the relative safety of the previous room seemed worlds away. An unnerving low vibration hung in the air, stirring in me a feeling of dread. Or maybe it was just the streaks of the bloodthirsty villagers that had me on edge. Do these people not sleep? It's like 1 in the morning. Or at least it feels like it's 1 in the morning. Leon led me up into a tower and started climbing up an uncomfortably tall ladder. So wait, he's got the guns and muscles, and I'm the one who's going up second? Guess there's no sex discrimination around here. Fine, if gentlemen are dead, so are proper ladies. I'm gonna check out his butt on the whole way up. That'll show him. I mean, it's too dark to really see, but it's not like I deserve to see something so wonderful anyway. What? Suddenly, and if we're being honest, expectedly, someone snatched me up and tossed me over their shoulder. I flailed and punched as wildly as a person who never exercises could, and you might be surprised to find out that it had no effect. None. Hard to believe, but it's true. Given the situation, I did what any damsel in very great distress would do.
Leon! Help!
Jeez. Hey, it's Leon. Please don't shoot my leg, Leon. Please don't shoot my leg, Leon. I scrambled to my feet, eager to put some distance between me and Pablo the kidnapper. But when I looked at him, body remained limp. I realize that it's insensitive to just call a random Spanish man Pablo, but screw Pablo, he was a cultist. Oh, dear Lord. What is it they say about insanity? It's doing the same thing and expecting different results? Sounds about right. I dedicated a little less time to admiring Leon's glutes and began climbing myself. Really amazing what getting snatched by a cultist will do for one's fears of heights. Whew, that was a climb, but not a bad idea to stick to higher ground and force them into a funnel. We should be moderately safe, right? It's not like they can throw stuff this high, right? I scanned the area below for any cultists with pitching aspirations. Just then...
Right here.
Wait, here? For what? My expiration date to pass? Rather than explain himself, Leon stoically leapt from our perch like he simply didn't believe in gravity, or leg fractures. He's gotta have government implants in his legs. Got to, which begs the question, what other parts of his body is the government enhanced? I'm asking for me. I hovered over the edge and squinted my eyes against the darkness, trying to watch for Leon's movements below. I wonder what his plan is, you know, aside from murder. Murder it is then! Not an original plan, but solid. Leon brushed past the villagers as he wailed in pain, but the darkness made it difficult to see what was going on. What the hell did I just see? Were those worms coming out of his head? Calm down, Ashley. It's gotta be. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, it's not gonna be okay. My head is gonna be worms, and perhaps even worse, Leon's head is gonna be worms. I shakily looked up up and over the railing. I figured I was already scarred for life, so I might as well stay abreast for the current events. The burst of light below drew my eyes rightward in search of Leon. As if on cue, some more villagers stumbled out of the shadows, weapons in hand. Granted, those weapons are more like farm tools, but semantics.
Te voy a hacer picadillo.
What he said. Picadillo? That sounds like an adorable nickname for a nosy armadillo, but probably something lame like you're mincemeat, or as if anyone outside of cartoons even says mincemeat anymore. Amazing! The cultist is only stunned by the blow. Rural folk are indeed hardy. Jeez. My God, he's like Chuck Norris. If Chuck Norris were worth thinking about. Leon ran back to the base of the tower and called up to me. I don't usually like being told what to do, but for Leon, I'll make an exception. I approached the ladder, prepared to climb down, but then it occurred to me. How much longer will I have the luxury of attractive men catching me when I jump? Seems like a waste not to just do things normally. Am I crazy? In hindsight, that was extremely dumb of me. Thank goodness I'm in love with a robot. What's funny is I like know exactly. I remember playing through these parts exactly right. We ran behind the tower down a dirt road. The whole area was kind of reminded me of my grandparents who lived in the rural part of Wisconsin. Just swap torches for porch lights and crazed cultists for trashy druggies. It's basically the same thing. I mean, they even have bear traps in the street. It's my childhood summers all over again. What's with the knife? Surely he's not going to... My eyes clamped shut, and much the same way I feared the trap had closed around Leon's arm. Fiercely. Phew. His delicious biceps are still tethered to his shoulders. Scared me half to death. Still, risking your own arm to conserve a bullet? I shudder to think how the man budgets groceries. We barely moved before Leon put on the brakes and raised his weapon to the darkness. With the rain pelting me in the face, I could just make out the vague, doughy shape of a villager. I wonder if that cultist set the bear trap. Maybe that's how people snag brides around here. Wow. A bullet saved is a bullet used. I guess I'd say I'm blown away, but I think the other guy has me beat in that department. Sorry, my dude. There seemed to be a large gate at the end of the path. I could feel a surge of adrenaline in my legs as we approached. I didn't know what was on the other side, but anything had to be better than somehow worse Wisconsin. Okay, that's a lie, because there's a whole lot of things that could be worse. Probably. Like, Oh my lord, saddle! Cut! This is somebody's wallpaper, guaranteed. God damn it. No, bad brain. No one ever want to ride that saddle. Me gusta.
Wait.
A collision with the unshapely back muscles return me to reality before I can dwell any longer on that blazing saddle. Oh my god. This is like way too good. This is way too good. I could see the gate just ahead, blocked by a lone villager brandishing a torch. Maybe blocked is overselling it a little. He's a blockade in the same way that a traffic cone is a blockade for a twister. Yeah, that worked as well as I expected. Sorry, my other dude. Abstract, I feel sorry for the man. What kind of person was he? Or his dreams? With the path clear, the only thing standing between us and the gate was more bear traps, because if you can't stop people with torches, broken feet and tetanus is apparently the next best thing. Episode 9, Down in the Dumps. I'm curious how many chapters there are. I really have no idea. We passed through the wooden gate into what looked like a small ranch. Are they gonna run through the whole game? Leon ventured in cautiously and surveyed the area. Considering the church group he just demolished, it does seem conspicuously quiet here. There's a shed over there. Seems like a decent place to lay low for a while. Leon clears a path. Maybe I'll suggest it. Suddenly, and to my confusion, Leon turned toward a lonely open dumpster. Oh no! Leon turned toward a lonely open. Oh no! My initial thought was that the mission coordinates had stored more of a supply than the garbage. I wasn't sure if that constituted an upgrade from boxes. On one hand, metal is sturdier. On the other hand, garbage.
Hi.
Wait, what? Is this a joke? But then part of me knew it wasn't. My body shivered, shutting off generations of hygienic conditioning. I jumped inside without a second thought. I held my breath as the lid closed above me. As I scooted my body around, I was surprised to realize that the bin was bereft of garbage. Either rural Spain has really good sanitation management, or the villagers are too busy being crazy to throw their trash away. Or maybe they're eating the garbage. Could address the hunger issue. Regardless, it doesn't change the fact that the only handsome man around had just ordered me to sit in a musty waste bin in rural Europe with a parasite roaming around my guts. I don't want to say unwanted pregnancy metaphor, but yeah. Oh my God. Jeez Louise. I shifted uncomfortably in the dumpster, and in this awkward crouch, soccer touch, my legs began to sober up from the adrenaline rush, only to discover that a whole lot of pain had moved in. Angered by the needling hurt, I couldn't help but lash out at everything that seemed responsible for my predicament, excluding myself. Stupid saddle, stupid Klaus, stupid Jenna, stupid government class, stupid geopolitical dynamics. I took a deep breath and sighed. I'm getting too wound up. Oh, I know. I should do some of those meditative exercise that my life coach taught me. All right, here it goes. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Jeez. Sleep. Beautiful beach. Sound is soft. Sun warmed, nestled between your toes. Yeah, I know, you can hear the gunshots as he's fighting outside as she's meditating in a dumpster. Your personal bodyguard is lounging nearby, baking his delicious abs to a golden sheen. Personal butler appears in a dashing attire, offering a comforting smile and refreshing pina colada. Extra rum. Your personal dolphin trainer is putting on an adorable show with your personal dolphin, Lippy. Water spraying all over the trainer's rippling pecs. God. Everything is so wonderful. You have plenty of money. Nobody has worms in their heads. No! God. It occurred to me then, amidst my fantasies, that Leon might finally be in danger. Or worse. Terrified by this prospect, I thought to peek out for a look, but I knew it would be just my luck that some stray cultist would walk by and at that moment see me. Where are you? We are playing the Resident Evil 4 Otome edition. It's a fan game of Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 told by Ashley's perspective. It's bloody hilarious. It is so freaking funny. Instead, I placed my ear close to the wall of the bin, being careful not to get too close. It's too much to hope Saddle laced his parasitic injection with some vaccines. I strained my ear, listening intently to the outside of the garbage sanctuary. I couldn't hear much at all, aside from the occasional thunderclap in the distance. Before the creeping terror of my savior's demise could ensnare my thoughts, the shrill sound of a gunshot burst into my eardrum. It's pretty funny. It's pretty comical. Essentially, like, it's if you've played RE4, it feels like it's taking the game step by step. It started with Ashley being kidnapped from her college. It's hilarious. It's funny, but at the same time, like, it's still telling the story so far. It's I don't know, it's pretty good. A somewhat morbid but nonetheless comforting symbol of hope and salvation. Well, for me, anyway. Assured of Leon's survival, I resumed my effortful listening. A series of thunderclaps prevented me from hearing anymore. Is that okay? The cult is gone? Can I get out of this godforsaken dumpster? What? Was that a whistle? Is he trying to signal that it's safe? I mean, I've only heard that whistle used to beckon someone, and by someone I mean a pet. Not wanting to think too hard on the idea, I hastily threw open the lid of the bin and breathed deep. Thank God that's over. By the way, if I smell like rotten meat products, that's just too bad for Leon. Speaking of Leon, I scanned the area for him. It was difficult to see, but I found him by the flash of a stray lightning bolt, standing on what seemed like a bridge connected to a farmhouse. In that moment, his dirty blonde locks seemed like the beacon of a lighthouse, shining fiercely against the cold black sea, like poetry in the shape of a man. The dialogue in this game is freaking priceless. Well, it doesn't seem like he's making any move to jump down and escort me over there, but he's been working pretty hard, so I'll cut him some slack and do some legwork. On my way, I was surprised by the lack of bodies on the ground. Maybe the cultists are just literalists and on the whole dust to dust, or just literalists on the whole dust to dust concept. As I ran, I became keenly aware of how insane this all was. People dying, and for what? Is it all this for politics? And who stands to gain? Wait, look at... What's this? Oh my god, is there literally things I can pick up that I've just never seen before? Oh, I have not been keeping my eye open for that stuff. I bet you I've missed so many things. Was it just bigger than Saddle? Oh, bigger than Saddle, bigger than all of us. What if this goes all the way to the Illuminati? Amidst my struggles to glimpse at the machinations of this mad world, it didn't take long to reach Leon. My head snapped back like a piston when I heard some groans behind me. Are there still villagers out there? Someone refusing to call off dustiness? Maybe I should ask Leon if we're safe or some other things. Where are the bodies? Does my smell offend? Dog whistle? Really? Let's do dog whistle, really. Dog whistle? Really? Or I could open my mouth to speak. Leon spun on his heels. Okay, it's not even giving... I was a little disappointed, but in hindsight, the creepy sounds behind me were a tad more immediate. Leon leapt down from the bridge. I could see the ladder on the ground already. I'm just gonna presume he kicked that down because he likes catching me so much. As I prepared to jump myself, Leon raised his gun and looked directly at me. I could feel my cheeks flushing under his intense gaze. Realizing he could easily see my lacy panties from this angle, I instinctively pulled up my skirt. God. I really understand what Leon was doing, but the sudden self-consciousness called forth a common refrain in the lives of women.
You pervert.
Oh god. Well, this is not a great feeling. Pretty mortifying, really. Not sure how I should proceed. Not sure how I should proceed. Oh god, he's starting to dissolve on me. You jump, jump, jump. Okay. If Leon's upset about the pervert comment, he's certainly not letting it impact his professionalism. I wish dudes on the train were half so gracious. I inspected my clothes to check that I didn't get too much cultist dust on me. Also, I know I didn't pay attention in chemistry class, but now I'm thinking I really didn't pay attention in chemistry class. There was another giant wooden gate in front of us, once again guarded by bear traps. I see the creativity well has run pretty dry in these parts. Leon. Okay, so we're playing Leapfrog now? Not exactly back-touching opportunity. Not exactly the back-touching opportunity I was expecting. Oh, wait, he must not think that we can just go through the gate, so he must want me to climb over it. He could have just saved us some trouble by talking like a normal person. I swear, it's like he believes the strong, silent type is an actual personality. I need to think about whether that's stupidly sexy or just stupid. I hurriedly climbed onto his back and let his taxpayer-funded muscles elevator me to the top. If only all of America's revenue could be so well spent. I wish I reached the top of the edge of the gate and hoisted myself over. No one to catch me this time. You can do this, Ashley. 1, 2, 3. I hit the ground pretty hard, so no doubt scuffing my boot and tearing the ligament. Still, could be worse. I could have worn my high heel boots, and boy, that'd be a real nightmare. Fortunately, there were lanterns around the door, although that left me a bit paranoid about who had lit them and whether they're still prowling about. There was a large plank covering the door, but I easily pushed it up and to the side.
Opened it, Leon.
I opened it, Leon, as I whispered to try to avoid undue attention. Leon opened the door as cool and serious as ever. I happily fell behind him as we... I missed him a lot for about 20 seconds of separation, or maybe I just missed his safety. I don't know. I have about as much clarity as I do upper body strength. And we're back for another riveting installment of European backpacking gone wrong. What dangers await us? Bludgeoning? Impalement? A crushing exchange rate? Let's find out. After a few seconds of jogging, we came to a rickety bridge. To my surprise, the merchant was waiting beside
Got a
it.
selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Wait, didn't we last see this guy in an underground passage? How exactly did he get ahead of us? Logical answer is that the mission coordinators had Leon and the merchant take different paths in order to reduce suspicion. Granted, not sure how much faith I have in logic these days, but it would explain their communication strategy.
What are you selling?
Yeah. Bizarre as it all was, I appreciated that Daddy was going to such lengths in order to rescue me without creating a controversy. He doesn't have a lot of political capital right now. Surely that's the reason for all this recon work, right? Please, God, let me be right about something good for once.
Come back anytime.
Leon and the merchant finished their bartering, and we resumed running down the rest of the bridge. I didn't expect them to go like this in, I don't know, in depth. Leon stopped abruptly in the middle, turning his attention to the fancy radio buzzing tip.
I'd rather not hear it.
Well, Leon took what I assumed was, at best, inconvenient news. I looked back down the bridge to see the merchant still standing. He seemed so detached like a statue. Action Man Steven Seagal, actually Leon, reminds me a lot of Steven Seagal now that I think about it. I want to say it's his eyebrows, but it's probably just the general air of my first language's bullets. I don't know if that makes him a good man or a dangerous man, but when you've been marked for death, oh my god. The fact that he's hard to kill is enough to give a girl a fire down below. That's so stupid.
Great. Got it.
Rather than share his feelings about the crappiness of that update, Dan immediately resumed running down the bridge. Blasts of lightning illuminated the old cabin at the end of the bridge. My hope was that it was a safe house for the operation. My expectation was closer to a cultist slumber party. Darn it! I said I wanted to be right about something good for once. Good! Maybe we can, go back the other way? You know, group up with the merchant and buy a rocket launcher? Wow, it's like everybody in the whole village is here. Hey, wait. What happened to the merchant? Did they swallow him by their organized rage, or did he escape before they absorbed his polygons? Realizing that our peril was a tad more immediate, I looked to Leon in a panic.
Hate to say it, but we're sandwiched all right. Quick, in the cabin.
I certainly didn't want to be an Ashley sandwich, so I sprinted as fast as my tired legs could manage. Leon reached the door first and smashed it open, being sure to first scan the room with his gun drawn. I mean, I wouldn't call it thorough, but it's the principle I'm attracted to. As the villagers descended upon us, Leon yanked me into the room and slammed the door. I knew we needed to secure the door somehow, but I was at a loss, so I just left it up to him. Then from behind us, a voice rang out, energetic and clear.
Leon!
How rude! Just hurling planks of wood at unsuspecting people. It's a good thing I honed Leon's reflexes. We both swiveled around to see who was behind us. Leon didn't immediately draw his gun, so I figured we were relatively safe as the lone man strutted towards us.
Small world, eh?
Wait, how did I respond to this situation again? My memory's fuzzy. Okay. The classic reasonable exasperation, modern violent reaction. Okay, oh, because of the... Okay. Wait, she's different in the VR version? React differently in the VR version? I'm curious. Violent reaction. I don't really, because I don't know, I don't intend to play this game multiple times, Ty, so I'm just kind of going through it like this. But you are right, I guess we could do another save file, you're not wrong. Ah, yes, I remember perfectly. This statement is paid for by Zark Muckerberg. Triggered, wait, what? Oh no, I know that strut. Night in the mood for no Spanish Kyle. These fuckboys are like bowling pins. You gotta knock them down hard and fast before they can even think about commenting on my glorious tatas.
Who are you?
Who are you? I asserted venomously, like the debate club bronze medalist that I am.
Oh, excuse me, Your Highness.
These boards take me back.
Perhaps the young lady might want to introduce herself first before asking someone his name.
Yeah, you're gonna regret calling your highness when I'm queening your stupid fuckboy face. But for the moment, I should represent my country with grace and introduce myself.
Ashley Graham, the president's daughter.
I turned away sharply to signal that I wasn't fit to be associated with American royalty. When he either took the heart and ignored it complete, I had to tell with these. Okay, I'm curious. Of course, how could I forget that iconic scene? It went exactly like this. Oh, wow. Is this guy like Leon's twin or something? I literally can't tell them apart, and that's so hot. Wait, what?
Well,
Well, I'm swag. Gotta say, English is so much sexier when filtered through Spanish. I really have to watch myself with this one. I bet it's super easy to get on his route. Unconcerned by friend and foe alike, Leon moved to bar the door. All the while, the Metro Cowboy and I began a showdown, with only our eyes as well. Wait, no Sparkles? No Bubbles? What's going on? Is he gay too? Actually, this time I will make a second save slot, because we're going to keep the other. I wasn't sure why my bubbles were broken, but my concerns faded away as his eyes openly and salaciously explored my body. He must be searching for just the right compliment to lure me into his Spanish wilds.
I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics too.
Jeez. Yeah, my lips are supple, aren't they? Wait. What? I'm basically America's princess, and my boobs are the only thing worth mentioning? I guess we know where all the cowboys have gone. To shit. Seriously, I am so pissed right now. Just because I'm an incubator of evil doesn't mean my body is every man's plaything. Fight back against the patriarchy. Yeah, I'm not your babe, Fernando. You want some ballistics? I'll show you some goddamn ballistics.
How rude! And I don't believe there's any
I'll
relevance
keep
with my figure and
I'll
my
keep
stance.
busy. Leon's just in the background. I'll just try to keep busy. Not the most forceful approach, but I tried to keep it diplomatic. It's like Daddy always says, never burn a bridge unless it's politically expedient.
Who are you?
Who are you? I demanded. If there's one thing the debate club taught me, it's to always hide your disadvantage by turning the conversation away from yourself.
Oh, excuse me, Your Highness.
Now, pervert.
Perhaps the young lady might want to introduce herself first before asking someone his name.
Touché, you inglorious bastard. In true debate team spirit, I must begrudgingly concede the point, but not without a sassy retort.
Name's Ashley Graham, the president's daughter.
Wow, that was like not sassy at all. New plan, lean into the archetype of spoiled upper crust white woman and turn away angrily. It's always worked for Mom. Beyond the power play, my sharp turn hopefully had the collateral effect of letting him know that I hadn't forgiven him in the slight. You give men like him an inch and they'll take away your virginity. I would know, as would Kyle. President Graham.
Is she... well, you know...
Really narrows it down. You already know the answer, Ty. I'm not answering the question. Not playing your silly games. I think was it Alexander Graham? Can't remember. I can't remember his name now. Was it Alexander Graham? I think that's the name of the RE president. I think this guy was the president right before the president in RE6.
Don't worry, she's cool.
Don't worry, she's cool. She's cool. I appreciate that Leon's trying to be encouraging. I much less appreciate the feeling like I'm some kind of circus freak who's on the verge of growing a worm head. Oh, I see what you mean. Well, I guess, Ty, the best way to look at it is I think it just proves how she's kind of self-centered. You know, I'm the president's daughter. A little self-centered. And for the record, I am not over the worm head, and I will not be over the worm head anytime soon.
Never mind. There's supposed to be some kind of obvious symptom before you turn into one of them anyway.
I like Kay. The funny thing is I totally forgot about this, but they're having this conversation when literally directly outside this house, there is swarms of like 50 guys. Is he talking about the parasite? Newsflash, mi amigo. The symptom is freaking wormhead. I'm not sure why El Jerko was so informed about the current situation, but maybe I should ask him a few questions. About the parasite, is there a cure? Condition much? Oh god, you condition much? I thought we could bond over a shared appreciation for Salon2 hair care products, but the moment was spoiled by the death squad closing in on us. Yeah, well that is nice of them. That's very nice of them. Look! Now that I think about it, they have taken a really long time to walk what was like 30 feet. I'd almost think they were zombies. Following Leon's command, I made my way towards the stairs. Before I ascended entirely, I took a brief glance back at my gun-toting haughty saviors. Good luck, Leon! Game time. And you too. Hey, wait a second! He forced me to introduce myself and didn't return the courtesy! He never said his name to her. Men. This. Once upstairs, I found a bureau and huddled inside. Adrenaline was coursing through my body, but with no way to expend it, I became nervous and fidgety. In an effort to distract myself, I pressed my ear to the bureau door and carefully listened. Huh, déjà vu. Well, at least it's not a garbage bin. Will Leon and Don Juan really be able to deal with all those villagers? So we'll find out who's got better plot armor. The prospect of untimely demise on my mind, I couldn't help but feel guilty. But I had said to El. Sure, likening my breast to violent weapons was questionable, but I can appreciate that he was trying to lighten the mood. A little levity is welcome next to Leon's relentless gravitas. And to be fair, I was checking him too. Maybe I should apologize, assuming we survive. Oh shit, I blurted out when the pounding began. I know my etiquette instructor would be mortified by my language, but screw her. She was never attacked by zombie cultists. Okay, Ashley, just calm down. Everything's gonna be fine. In times of great duress, it is prudent to relax the mind with calming imagery. It's like before. Breathe in, breathe out. In. What? Dear Lord. You're in a serene forest, untouched by mankind. Wisps of honeysuckle tickle your nose, and delightful warbling glides down from the branches and caresses your ears. Accompanied by your bodyguard, who is, well equipped for the journey. The only thing tauter than his bicep is his trusty hunting bow, with which he will stave off your enemies and your hunger. Also, the butt is real. God. Also, in your company is a handsome lumberjack who excels at, chopping wood. Both his axe and his chest glisten with the dew of the forest. And in your periphery you spot a weird elf larper fiddling with his, master sword. You pretend to ignore his lustful gaze while admiring his high cheekbone. What is going on? Suddenly a forest sprite appears. He leaps quickly between the branches, daring to catch a glimpse of his tight pants. Oh my god. Probably Ty. The sensation of joy permeates your being. Your GPA is higher than Jenna's. Nobody has wormheads. Repeat, nobody has wormheads. Uh-oh. Sounds like something crashed downstairs. Did the villagers manage to breach the door? Maybe the windows? Listening closely I could barely make out voices. Agarado. You know what I think about? We're in someone's house. Are we really the intruders? Property violations are such messy legal territory.
Everyone in the whole village is here.
So dead. Well, I guess you can't intrude when there's no one left to intrude upon. The stream of gunshots sounded from downstairs and moved progressively closer. Oh god. Are they coming upstairs?
Leon, upstairs.
Fabio? Then Twitch it's okay. Jesus, I have really got to ask Leon for one of his guns.
Trying to kill me?
I held my breath, covered my ears, and more gunshots were fired outside the bureau. Flash grenades in this tiny space? It can't be good for Leon's beautiful eyes. Did you see those invitations? Did you see those invitations? I told you no more than 50 people. Ah, a confident quip or gallows humor. I guess we'll know shortly. The gunshots persisted for another minute, and I half guessed to go deaf from all the noise. Then without a warning, everything went quiet. Gunshots ceased and footsteps descending the stairs. Held by curiosity, I peeked outside of the bureau. Some blood stains on the ground, but otherwise it was clear. I'm just so impressed with how the cultists disappear. So ego-conscious. I jumped out of the bureau and made my way downstairs. Hey guys, thanks for saving something. Really appreciate it. Thanks for saying something. Really appreciate it.
What do we do now? The bridge I crossed to get here's out, so I guess we have no choice but to keep moving.
Okay. We'll definitely finish this next stream. Probably not this one. Bridge is out? What, did they burn it behind them? Also, how does he know that already?
I forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
Yeah, I'll say you forgot something. It's called good manners.
Louis.
His name is Louis. So his name. Oh, okay, so he calls him Louis. I think he introduces himself as Louis. So his name is Louis. Xavier was really growing on me. I wonder what Louis' stories is. He seems forlorn for the playboy type. I like a man who subverts expectations. We watched Louis walk, or Beast, whatever. Watched Louis walk into the night. I glanced at Leon, who seemed rather solemn himself. How does he know Louis anyways? Guy doesn't seem like an... So much intrigue and drama. I feel like my brain is going to pop. Although that might just be... Episode 12, The Sound of Silence. With everyone but us gone, an unnerving quiet descended upon me. The whole place felt painfully... Leon meant to keep it that way. I followed behind him, because really, what else is I supposed to do? Still, I couldn't help but look back towards the obviously not out bridge and wonder if I'd ever see Luis again. The obviously not out... Wait. Since we had a breather, Leon hustled around the area, grabbing convenient ammo stores of ammo, sitting atop crates and logs, kind of like Christmas, as imagined by the NRA. With spoils in tow, we headed towards the back gate where the villagers had flooded in from. Merchant man, you're alive! What? Leon approached the guy like the last 30 minutes hadn't even happened. Oh, terribly sorry about that, old chum. I was called away for a bit. You know how it is with the bloodthirsty mobs. Now about those promotions.
Got some rare things on sale.
That was, for some reason, that was hard to read. No, for real. How did he avoid getting gored? Is he in cahoots with the villagers? Is Saddle using it as a spy? Has he simply monopolized the black market with his infectious laugh and cloaking technology? I don't want to believe any of that, so let's tap the old fallback plan. Magic. Oh! I feel a portmanteau coming on.
Stranger. Now that's a weapon.
There it is. The Jinja. Jinja? Whatever. You know, like... a Jinja? Whatever. You know, like a genie ninja. It's the perfect foil to an evil wizard like Saddle.
Not enough cash, stranger.
In seriousness, I'm a little overwhelmed by all these men and their mysteries. It's starting to be less like less like Loretta Chase and more like Agatha Christie. Wait, don't most people die in Agatha Christie novels?
Come back any time.
Finally, and now to the shed. There was another one of those typewriters in the room. Without a hitch, Leon began typing away, just like before. Hard to believe that anybody could seriously bother with these things, so I'm just going to imagine that he's leaving the typewriter equivalent of a dick pic. Leon started to pore over the documents, like they mattered. I'm glad he's feeling dutiful enough to read crap, because the only paper I want to see in front of me is a joint. I wonder if I really focus. Woo! Witness the power! Time to show you what he got, Leon. Hair. His hair's really amazing, perfectly cut and seemingly immune to grease, blood, and other unmentionables. But on the next thing. Shoulders. You know Leon has some protrusions on his shoulders. Like to assume those were his angel wings came off. The desire to touch the back is overwhelming. It's basically finger porn. Wait, what? Oh god, Leon's looking at me. Was I staring at him too lustily? And more importantly, does he mind? I thought I had enough. Okay, it didn't let me do everything. Oh well. Looks like he was ready to move on, so I scooted out of his way. Hopefully I just seemed like I was zoning out. Damn it, Leon, what are you thinking? His mind is a complete puzzle to me. I wish he'd throw me a bone. Not the master of unlocking over here. All close behind, we left the shed and glanced at Jinja as we walked by. Oh, please don't talk to him again, Leon, please. Doing me a small kindness, Leon forged ahead to a small room embedded in the gate that contained a single lever. The lever only moved left or right, presumably corresponding to the two sides of the gate. I assumed we had to make a choice. Well, if anyone cares about my opinion around here, I'd choose... Okay. Which one was the giant again? Shit. I want to see the giant. I think it was the right-hand side that was the giant. I think it was the right-hand side that was... Before I could chime in, Leon pushed the lever to the left. I consider making some cheeky remark about taking the sinister path, but I couldn't afford to risk what few coup points I had with Leon, so I stayed quiet. After pulling the lever, Leon traded his fancy-looking shotgun. He didn't explain why, but then I suppose the shotgun was explanation enough. Leon proceeded to the gate. I followed behind, not unlike a stray puppy. As we ran through the open gate, I felt the silent looming over Jinja's eyes on me. What, bitch? Don't look at me now like you got some shit to say. I'm probably about to die and I ain't happy. Although, what if he's trying to warn us? I mean, the dude cosplays as the Grim Reaper. The possibility that we're walking straight into hell is an open one. Well, Jinja be damned. I guess we're doing this. What are the odds that this door leads us out of this Mexican wilderness? Too hopeful? That's insensitive, Ashley. Mexicans aren't Spaniards. Even if they are speaking the same version of Spanish. Wait, how do I know that? Great. Now I'm lecturing myself on political correctness while also being confused. I have got to escape this fever dream ASAP. So this is so hilarious. Episode 13, 2 rows. On the other side of the gate, we didn't seem like we were anywhere safe at all. Oh, hey, look over there. It's like everyone's favorite portable dorm room, the garbage bin. I can't wait to hide in one of those again. This does not spark joy. The shrieking villager lady came rushing towards us, eager to entertain us with the classic sear the flesh from thine enemies routine. Catholics, man. I guess you could say her bit backfired. Wait, that's a terrible joke to make. What's wrong with me? Anyway, we left the cultist to her brief cosplay of the Human Torch and made a beeline to the dumpster. Maybe if I grovel, he'll get in the dumpster with me. That'd be hot. More than being in it alone, which is very unhot. Oh, I better get to lick every part of your abs for this, Leon. Jeez Louise. Axes of evil, that was close. I hopped in as dutifully as before, settled into the same shit squat as before, and same empty dumpster as before. No, I haven't seen any yet. There's probably tons, but I'm just not seeing them. I lifted my head slightly for it to snatch a final look as the visual itself was precious oxygen. It slammed shut above me, just as the debris began raining down. To say, I'm impressed by not only the tidiness, but also the automation. It's Royal Spain's greatest asset, that's for sure. Still, I never imagined that I'd be commanded to inhabit a garbage bin. Much less do it twice. Why didn't I just pay someone to take my exams for me? Then I could be in Cancun and have an A in government. Oh. The indignity of it all. Am I right? Okay, we just unlocked something. Yeah, it's completely Wait, who are you? You don't know? Come on. Guess. Not sure what's happening here. Nope, no idea. Raffle. What? What's so funny? Your willful ignorance, for starters. Don't you recognize your own self? My own self? You're me? Do you have some other explanation for why I would be in your head? Sanity? Not out of the question yet, but no. You might think of me as a spin-off. Those aren't usually any good. You're right. Especially when the source material is shoddy to begin with. Ouch, you've got dead aim. I'll give you that. Okay. Give yourself some credit. After all, I'm just the ambassador of your more colorful qualities. What little there are. So, you're my conscience? Please. This isn't one of your Hallmark movies, girl. It's survival. Take the sparkles out of your eyes and you'll find that emotional reserves are leaking out faster than your parents' sex tapes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My parents made a sex tape? Well, not together. Oh, God. Don't act like you did. So I repressed some stuff. You can't blame me. No one can blame me. Let's stay on topic. You need to survive this. Leon's doing the heavy lifting, but it won't mean much if your mind breaks. That's why I've been promoted to foreground. Help you cope. If you want to help me cope, find me a plate of Belgian waffles. You know that stuff goes straight to your ass. Thanks, Mom. Hey, where'd you get those glasses? You like them? I wanted something that says deal with it. This is so good. So I guess you're not going to go away, are you? Unless you stumble across a pile of ecstasy to bludgeon me into dormancy. We're back to the glasses. Just great. Well, if you're gonna be floating around, should I call you something? I'm partial to Dark Side Chronicler myself, but it's your brain. I don't want to deny you the opportunity. How about this? Trashly. Boom. Get it? Because you're in the trap, because we're in the trash, and you're, you know, brain trash. Doesn't feel so good, does it? You failed synapse. Ah, lol, what else, graham cracker? Graham cracker? Just dredge up the worst feelings from high school, why don't you? Good buddy Clow like to say. He's having a little... You know what? You're not helping me at all, so I'm just gonna ignore you and listen for the sounds of Leon's victory instead. Girl, look at him. He ain't ever gonna la 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 la. Lay off, Trashly. I won't let you come between me and my dreams. So, anyway, where was I? Oh, right. The sounds of Leon's victory. It does seem like we're in... like some of the initial commotion subsided. Wonder what Leon's doing out there. And more importantly, how long does he plan to leave me huddling in this dumpster? Oh, hear that, Trashly? What, the sound of you being summoned like... No, Trashly. That sound... is America. That's... that sound is America. If by that you mean white, powerful men patronizing women with the pretense of autonomy, then resounding fuck yeah. Listen, if you're just going to be a negative Nancy, why don't you just go fortify my neurons or something? Well, sure. I'll hang in the back in the hang back in the occipital lobe and take notes on how... Which lobe was the occipital again? Forget that. Leon awaits. The dumpster ran down the path and ascended the ladder to the platform above. Fortunately, Leon was waiting for me at the end of the pathway. I have a bad feeling about this. Swapping dumpsters.
Hi.
Every single ab. Seriously. This is ridiculous. That's America for you. Are you playing that song or... Yeah. Pretty musically challenged, but I did my best. I call it good old Plan B. Whatever. I'd rather just know what's up with this place and all its dumpsters. Do these things magically transfer items from one location to another? Is that their true purpose? You were literally just in one and didn't teleport. Then again, maybe there's a weight limit. Why would magical boxes be bound by trivialities like... Wait. You're making a fat joke, aren't you? I see cleverness is a side effect of picking out on Cinnabons. That's a low blow, Trashly. A low blow indeed. No lower than the blow you gave that football captain. Am I right? Bad, Trashly, bad. That memory's between me and God. Kyle. Focus, bitch. I'm just trying to keep you grounded. No, don't you think this is a trap? It's more empirical. It's more empirical and possibility than the dumpsters are teleportation boxes. Just a little. Think people would do that? Just go to Spain and lay traps? The proof is in the pudding, honey. Guess you're right. Oh wait, you know Spanish? Seem to have inherited what little you retained from high school. See? Sweet. Well, if you're just going to blurt out your opinion anyway, you mind translating as needed, pretty please? I'd be honored, your dumpiness. And turn off that jazz that you've been playing. I hate jazz. I know you do. Is it really so dangerous out there that Leon can't take me with him? Anything's better than being in a garbage bin. I was waiting. What was that? And why is it so close to me? Do you really need me to translate chainsaw? No, but I would like to amend my previous complaint. I have never been more grateful to be in a garbage bin. Oh, you better hope your boy Wonder can manage some power tools, or that gratitude is gonna evolve into starvation. Don't jinx it, please. As is often the case when one experiences events from within a dumpster, I could only listen and wait. For a time, my metal prison hummed with the distant hellish melody of chainsaws, bullets, and human screams. And then silence. Why isn't he whistling? What's going on? I hurled myself out of the dumpster, inhaled fiercely. I looked around, but between the darkness and thunder, I couldn't tell where Leon was. Ashley, is this one of those helping moments you were apparently here for? Kinda busy right now. You couldn't hear this cheaply produced mood music doesn't just make itself, you know. Come on. Well, considering you're standing in a circular platform with a hole in the middle, I'd say your dreamboat is waiting for you in the harbor below. Admittedly, it took me a second to dissect the metaphor, but then Leon came into view and all was well in the world. All aboard! Skills. Ah, men's muscles. The original safe space. Sweet. Well, and you thought your dad was tone deaf. What are you going on about now? Look around you. Barbed wire, sandbag barricades, funneling structures and lookout towers. Up until very recently, a bunch of very dead people thought this was their safe space. Leon used the camp key. And then the walking embodiment of the US military complex barged in and fucked their shit up. Your safety, their annihilation. Hey, don't try to make me feel guilty about this. I didn't decide to be kidnapped. And what decision do you think these villagers made? I suppose they deserve death because you hopped in the car of a dude who takes fashion advice from the WWF. And look at your boy band singer turned secret agent here. He's purchasing your future with blood. Why do you think he's so stoic? It's not because he's cool. It's so he can lower his therapy bill. You don't know anything about Leon. I'm pulling my data from the same source as you, hun. No, I know what you're trying to do, feeding my insecurities, trying to make me feel like I'm the only one at fault. You are an emotional parasite. Quit making the obvious joke spoil our relationship. Yeah, didn't I tell you to shut up? Yes, but you asked me to translate as needed. I thought you might extend to moral clarity. If not, leave me alone. Morning, Shaggy. If you want to help so bad, go convince my bladder to hold on to its liquid gold investments for just a little bit longer. And also stop this music! I'm probably stopping stream the second I finish this chapter, but it was good seeing you, Shaggy. Did you have a good sleep? Lol, I'll do what I can until you find a can. What a lame pun. Which means I'm lame. Darn it. Oh no, more villagers! Another dumpster? Why, God? Apparently tired of all this malarkey, Leon readied a flash grenade and hurled it down the crowd. Amidst the chaos, we bull rushed the crowd and bolted towards the exit. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. With the evil villagers quickly regained their eyesight, and with their zeal for murder, Leon hurriedly lifted the bar blocking the door. Episode 14, Gondola. Okay, we're gonna save here, probably. And I'm probably stopping here for today. We'll wrap this up next stream, probably, and maybe start World of Horror. That game looks like it could be pretty interesting. This is a lot more fun than I expected, though. This is bloody hilarious. Like, this is super funny. Much better than I thought. I have no idea what the inventory is there for. I feel like I'm probably missing some. I don't know what exactly. Like, I feel like I'm definitely missing something about this game. But it is pretty comical. It's worth a playthrough right now. But yeah. I'm definitely calling her here though. Shaggy, it's good to see you, buddy. Ty. Anybody else still kicking around? I gotta go. I gotta work pretty early tomorrow morning. So yeah, time to go to Oh, that's from the previous game. That's from the end of the Ada DLC. I just didn't delete it yet. There, now it's gone. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's no deaths in this as far as I know so far. But I know Resident Evil isn't really your thing, Shaggy, but this has been freaking hilarious so far. This has been bloody hilarious. I'm glad it got recommended. I'm really glad it got recommended. But yeah, I'm getting out of here. So peace, Shaggy, Ty, anybody else hanging out. I gotta go to bed. Bye-bye, guys.